Hello and welcome back to the extended Pentagon challenge. This is part 9 and we are still at Royal Wangdo Football Club in India for our second season. So if I go through the transfers just quickly, this season in effect we only have one new signing. That's partly due to the wage budget is actually now well above the wage budget's 8k. I think we're just slightly under. I think that just recently increased actually, kind of when they reassessed. But at the time we were right on the budget, so to speak. So Devrani Deepak came in, kind of more of a utility defender. Good rating though, 23 years old. So pretty good standards for this league, and he should do quite well. In fact, he's played a fair few games for us. Out of the team went, or out of the club rather, went Sukhwinder Singh. He came in last season, but just didn't really. And I kind of regret now not keeping him. At the time, I just couldn't get him to agree a new contract, and the club didn't really value his services, so I couldn't offer him much more. And he went out, having come in last season. Nagen Tamang. Again, he for whatever reason again wouldn't sign a new contract, and he went out of the club, but not a great loss really. Ardesh Singh, he's kind of a youngster, now 23, not really of the right standard, never really played much for us, so he's gone out as well. And Renedy Pradhan, who played quite a few games on the right, he's actually ended up at Mohammedan. He was only 2-star rated, I believe. So he went out too. So things have been going again very well at Royal Wangdo. If we just go straight to the fixtures, I'll cover off how we've been doing. So we started off with 4 friendlies before the Durand Cup started. So we played Sylhet DSA, I think they're a Bangladeshi club, and won 5-0. Chaturanga JS, who we also played last season, we won 5-2. Assam Police Blues, it was a 4-1 win. Dynamo, a 3-0 win. And then the Durand Cup kicked off, and we actually had 2 non-league or 2 lower division teams in our league, which was PIFA Sports, so the Premier India Football Academy, and MP United in the league. In the group, and so really expected to get through that group because of this. It just looks like such a simple group. So won the first game against PIFA 5-2 away from home. Well, actually, I think it's at neutral ground. And it was goals from Nauba Singh, Robert Rai got 2, and Felix Chidi got another 2. Pandit and Dutta scored for them. But again, a game we dominated and well expected to win. So I was quite happy that we just really put them to the sword and got on with it in terms of trying to get through this group. We then had a kind of a strange friendly which I couldn't cancel. I think they're a lower division or a feeder club to Royal Wangdo, the Border Security Force, and it ended up being a 1-1 draw. I had to rest a lot of players. That was the next day. This is a friendly, so I'm not going to cover it in much detail, but Larry Ferreira got the goal for us in that. we then again in the second game in the Durand Cup, we played MP United, and we won that game 3-1. Felix Chidi with 1, Marcus Mascarenas got 2 when he replaced Felix. So a good win there, 3-1. Sakira got their goal, and again another dominant performance as we got through the group quite easily in the end. The AFC Cup started again, and we the quarter final against Al Zarawa of Iraq, and this was a very tense game. They took the lead at our ground. Both teams pretty evenly matched in terms of playing personnel and quality. And look at that, we came back really well. Henry Rai with a 90th minute goal. So I thought we'd rescued a point at least, or we rescued, well, not a point, but rescued a draw. Not an ideal result, but much better than losing 1-0. at home. But then Fanai Lau Mwain Pua got that all important goal in the 93rd minute, as we absolutely overturned Al Zarawa, probably quite demoralising for them. They actually dominated the game really, and ended up losing the game when they were going in to the final minutes leading 1-0. So a massive bonus for us getting those 2 goals right at the end of the game to basically give us an advantage going into the second leg. The next game was against Garbol in the Durand Cup semi-finals. Again, lower league opposition this time round, and yeah, we did our duty, which was to win the game. Jimmy Singh, Marcus Mascarenhas, David Tamang, and Henry Ryan just at the end of the game, 94th minute goal to give us that win and put us in a second straight Durand Cup final as the holding Durand Cup title champions, so to speak. We were back again for another final, and again a dominant win. They actually had a player sent off, Karas Way, and yeah, so good win there, and we were into another final for the Durand Cup. So great performance. The league started up, and we played Salguaka away. They're always a difficult side, a decent side, and ended up a 0-0 draw in our first game. We probably could have got a goal. The chances created, was we dominated that. But look at the on target 2 shots, just very poor conversion rate. Not working their keeper enough. In fact, they worked our keeper more than we did. So 0-0 and a pretty disappointing start to the season, really, considering the performance. Although I probably might have taken a point before the game against Salguaka. Still don't know really, or at this point I didn't really know where we were pitched against the opposition. So we travelled to Iraq to play our second leg game against Al Zarawa in Baghdad, of all places. And we were 2-0 down. Ali Salah in the first half put them 1-0 up, and obviously on away goals they'd be going through. And then Jawad put them 2-0 up, and we knew that a goal would force extra time. So that came in the form of an own goal through Abdul Hussein. And at this point, it was heading towards extra time, and I was already starting to prepare, trying to think of what we could do. Marcus Mascarenhas comes on and scores a 93rd minute goal, and I'll just quickly actually show you that. Quite again strike against Al Zarawa right at the end of the game, and here we go, Kalako in, and Mascarenhas is there, going to bundle it into the back of the net, and we were through, and that was enough. So 2-2, we go through, 4-3 on aggregate. A great performance in the end, rearguard performance to see off Al Zarawa. The Durand Cup final was next, and again non-league opposition. It basically, we played Green Valley, and again an absolute whitewash in the final. That's 2 years in a row that we've won by a considerable margin in the Durand Cup final. And Felix Chile got us off to a perfect start with an early goal. Laufwana got 2 goals, Robert Laufwana, and David Tamang doing what he does best, getting on the end of things and scoring 2. And we actually had a man sent off. Nalba Singh was sent off in the 63rd minute, so it could have been worse. I mean, if you can see, the last goal we saw was actually on the 58th minute. I think once that setting off happened, I basically tried to, obviously, I think I took off Felix Chile and then protected the lead. But yeah, 5-0, and we were Durand Cup Durand Cup winners again. A very great achievement for the club, really. But considering the opposition, we were expected to do exactly what we did. So good to see that we could finish that off. The league continued, and we had a really when I got to saw that we had Mahan Bagan away, realised that we had a really tough start to the season. 3 away games with Salguaka, Mahan Bagan, and Churchill Brothers away from home, and great performance at Mahan Bagan, a 3-1 win. We took the lead through Tamang, on the 16th minute, but Barman pulled it right back. So at half time it was 1-1. But in the second half we just improved, and Henry Rye and David Gangte got the goals. We did kind of dominate in terms of chance creation, and they had Haldar sent off right at the end, so a good win, 3-1 there, and the the season improved, or the league form improved from that. So next up was Churchill Brothers away, and this was a bit of an annoying result really, because we led by 2-0, and then Bomick, who's again I've mentioned before, one of the better players in the league, got one back. Blaufmana put us 3-1 up, and we were 3-1 up for only 6 minutes. Robin Singh came back. The team talk didn't go so well, I remember, but we were holding out, and then Derek Pereira with 3 minutes to go equalised for Churchill Brothers. Gave them really an undeserved point, as we dominated at their ground, but at the end that's all we could do, and 3-3 against Churchill Brothers is definitely a result I would have taken prior to the match, but disappointing to let it slip when we were doing so well, and scored 3 goals in the game. So another draw there, and then we went up against Rang Dijade United, also from Shillong. So there's now 3 clubs in the Shillong Premier Division, as Lejong also came up, where we played last season in the Cup. And so this was a tough affair actually. They took the lead in the first half, and they led at half time. But Nauba Singh and Chidi gave us the goals to win the game. We did dominate, so it was a bit disappointing that they got such an early goal. Put us up against it. But we came back stupendously really. And Felix Chidi really hit in form, getting goals in this game, getting the winner. And another win for us as we kept storming up the league. The semi-final of the AFC Cup came up, and we played Rifa. I think of are they Bahrain? Yeah. So again, Rifa probably a better side on paper, and a 1-0 win, and it was an own goal in the 82nd minute. A game with not many chances. 2 very evenly matched sides throughout the game. Abdul Salim's own goal was enough to give us the win on the night. And 1-0 we would take away to Bahrain for the second leg. We then hosted a Pew FC at home, and we did very well here. We were 2-0 up through Henry Rye and James Singh before Meta pulled one back, and Gangti and Nandozi finished the job off as we won 4-1. And again, a good win to keep up the morale and also to keep up the drive up the league really. Mohammedan we faced in the next game, and again if you remember a few episodes back, we played them away and lost that game 3-2. So always kind of now look forward to the Mohammedan game and hope to beat them. Nandozi got us off to a good start. Felix Chidi then put us 2-0 up, and then put us 3-0 up before Pal and Singh pulled 2 back to make things very interesting before David Tamang killed the game off with 90 minutes to go, made it 4-2. We dominated again. It's a bit disappointing actually in some of these games, because we're dominating, and then teams seem to pull us back to winning a 1 goal or level, and we then have to start again and try and get the points. But 4-2, so a good win there against Mohammedan, who were a good side. And then the AFC's second leg, and I was fearing the worst really. 1-0, okay, we've got a lead, but it's always going to be difficult against a team like this, especially in their own back garden at the Bahrain National Stadium. And we did so well. That penalty, Nilendra Singh's penalty, really did give us kind of the breathing space we needed with an away goal as well. And Reefer opened up, and we just kept catching them on the break. So Felix Chidi got another 2 before Al Qatari could get one back, but Mascarenas killed the game off. And 4-1 win, a really, really solid win away from home to put us into the AFC Cup final. The biggest game of any of these players' lives really, and a stupendous performance for an Indian club to get this far in the tournament. And we would face Q8 City, which incidentally will be today's live game. Probably you'll be seeing the biggest game of these players' lives really later on. And it says it's away, and I don't know whether there's actually a second leg to this. It doesn't say there is, so I can only presume that for whatever reason we're playing away from home. And to be fair, I'm not expecting much in that game, but we'll see. I had a bit of an issue with this. Actually, there was a crash which forced me back to the second, I think 2 games from the end. So I had to replay those and also the Q8 game. I'd already recorded the episode, and then my computer crashed, and then I realised I hadn't saved. I'd only saved after the Reefer game. So I'll quickly run you through the alternate reality that is the last 2 games and the Q8 game, which is the live game. So we played United Sakim, and this time around we actually got a 3-2 win. They took the lead early, and Garung responded, pretty much straight away. Peter Kalako then, right towards the end, got us that goal ahead, but Salah 2 minutes later responding for United Sakim, but Kalako right at the end, right at the death, getting us the win, 3-2, and a very good win. One which I would expect us to get really, because I think we're a much better side than United Sakim. Really, they're always fighting down the bottom of the league, so a good win away from home. The next game was actually Bengaluru, and a 2-0 win. James Singh and Robert Rai, a game again which we dominated at home, and Bengaluru had a very good season last season, but so I was a bit worried about that, but we managed to get a win this time round by 2-0. So that brings us up again to the Q8 game. I actually have already played this last time. I won't tell you the result because it's kind of superfluous at this point. So we are going to get into probably the most important game of any of these players' lives in the form of the AFC Cup, and we are away. So I don't really know why that is, but yeah. So we'll be playing the game away. It is one leg, not a 2-legged affair anyway. So it's one game to decide who the AFC Cup champions are, and just going through now to the match, and let's have a look at the team. Let's do a quick pick. And they always put Robert Rai in midfield, and he can't play there. So I'm thinking, where's Tamang? I'd like Tamang there. I mean, let's put drag across. Yeah, David Tamang. He's a good player. Want to have him in the team really. And I think, do I want James Singh out there or Jimmy Singh? Or do I want James Singh? It's an interesting one. Or Henry Rai maybe. Rai's on a 7. Jimmy Singh. Let's go for Henry Rai up there, and let's go ahead to the game. So Q8 are a very good side. I'm not expecting much. I think the most likely result is we will lose this, but amazing to get to the final anyway with a team from India. Let's just quickly do the team talk and then change this up to show us some of the highlights. Yeah, so I'm expecting a loss here, but strange things can happen, and it is a football game after all. So we're off, and Dhaka to Obaid, and that's the first highlight. Doesn't really bring us much as usual. So 16th minute, and Singh, our goalkeeper, out to Lafmoana. Lafmoana to Rai. Henry Rai on the ball to Tamang. Tamang to Singh. Rai, poor ball forwards there. Really, didn't see the movement. Obaid to Alamer. Alamer on the ball, being forced back though, and Obaid now. Will he clear his lines? He's going into the box. This is getting dangerous. He's pretty much surrounded here. He loses the ball, and it's no foul, and Ndozi's got to score, and that's an absolutely atrocious goal to concede for Q8. What was he doing? I have absolutely no idea. And Royal Wangdo take a surprise lead here in Q8, and who would have thought it would be like this? absolutely astounding. What was he doing on the ball? He just waited on it, didn't clear his lines, and Royal Wangdo lead 1-0 at half time, and that's perfect for us. Can we hold on? Is the question. Can we hold on to this? It's going to be difficult, but not making any changes. Let's see how we do. Chidi to Ndozi, Ndozi to Barreto, Barreto to Nabal Singh, and he's giving that a ball away. Rahman, Barreto clears his lines. Nabal Singh, Henry Rai, ooh, almost got through there. David Tamang's taking a knock, but you know, he's so important that I've got to keep him on. Peter Kalako, out to Nabal Singh, and Ndozi. Ndozi hits the byline, crosses in, Chidi, 2-0! And Royal Wangdo, right after the half-time break, now find themselves 2 goals up, and Kuwait are sinking without a trace. But wait a minute, can they respond? Murad. Oh, he's hit the bar from a free kick / cross, and the keeper obviously got his lines wrong there, and the ball's gonna hit the bar. Alamer to Obayid. Obayid to Murad. Al Hagen, cut out by Nabal Singh, to Lafmana. Lafmana on the ball. Don't lose it there, son. Don't lose it. Kicks it up the field. Right thing to do. Chidi heads back, but doesn't find his man. Amer. Murad. Murad through. Rashidi. It's 2-1. They've pulled a goal back. That's his 27th goal of the season. An absolutely top striker they've got there in the form of Rashidi, and Royal Wangdo still lead, but it's now a lot tighter. Singh to Lafmana. Lafmana into the centre, dangerous ball, and Tamang's lost it. Kambar puts Rashidi in again. Can he finish? He hits the bar, and it comes straight back to the goalkeeper. He's so unlucky. And Royal Wangdo now very fortunate to be leading this, and changes need to be made here. It's getting difficult. I mean, there's no real replacement for Tamang there. I'm gonna bring Jimmy Singh on. I think that's the right thing to do. Everyone else is doing all right. James Singh for Nabal Singh. He's having a poor game, so let's bring him off and let's bring on Singh there. So 15 minutes to survive for an absolutely amazing victory. 5 minutes now left. Nasir with the ball. Kicks it upfield. Rashidi's got this. Jamar out wide to Baraiki. Can he get the ball in? He can, but Singh's got it, and he's kept that in play. And another attack goes begging for Kuwait. And Jimmy Singh can't win it. Murad, can he find his Alamir? And it's 2-2. And Kuwait have equalised very late in the game. And potentially they have forced extra time in front of their own fans, and that will be a massive let-off for them. 2-2, and we go to extra time, and disappointing in the end. I mean, I thought we'd done enough there, but again, it's so difficult when you're playing a team like this. Any kind of, you give them a chance, and more times out than not they will take it. So Kambar to Dhaka, Alamir out wide to Mohammed, and the highlight goes. And not much action, but a corner. Murad near post. Oh, what a save! What a save by Singh. That looked like it was going in. Got a deflection, and he managed to get something on that. And Dozy, oh, he's kind of just let that go. If he'd just turned and gone for it, then he might have been able to do something. Asir clears, and Gurung's got this. Nabal Singh to Ndozi. It comes to Barreto. Barreto kicks it forward. Chidi almost got there. Singh again. Singh loses out. Just lost possession. Overran it. Mohammed to Alamir. Alamir to Kambar. Do they have... Oh, Kambar does well, but a shot just goes wide. Got past his man. But it was always going to be difficult to beat Singh from there in goal. So it's still 2-2. And we're heading to the second half of extra time here. And I'm not going to make any changes. I'm going to keep it as is. Tamang's suffering, I can tell that, but we've just got to keep going. And a chance here. So Singh to Ndozi. Ndozi crosses. Oh, cleared. Tamang. But can Kuwait now break? Kambar There's men rolling forwards. Rashidi, that's too far. Too far there. But the ball comes back. Mohamed, he's got Rashidi out wide. Rashidi shoots, can't get it on target. It was a difficult angle, really. Needed a strong left foot shot, and in the end, it was always going to be difficult. The angle was always against him. Singh to Lafmana to Tamang Dandozi. Singh, and a header lost there, but Lafmana recovers, and Daka picks it back up. Daka to Al Hagan. Al Hagan, crossfield ball, dangerous. Oh, Peter Kalaka almost robbed Baraki there. Tamang in the middle of the field. Kalako with the overlap. Chidi, oh, he was looking for his run there. Singh to Kalako. Kalako with the ball. Comes to Nandozi! 3-2! And there's the potentially a very important goal. He just stole into the box and struck it first time. And that was enough to put it past the keeper. And Singh now with the ball. Lafmana, Jimmy Singh on the wing. Loses the ball. Yeah, very poor. Kambar picks it up. Can he equalise? Great save. Great save there from Singh. An absolutely fantastic save. Needed to make it. Keeps Royal Wellington in the lead. 5 minutes left in this final. And Alamir Tamang with a great tackle, but can't get the ball. Murad still with it. Loses out. Nandozi, chance to break. Chidi with the header. Out wide. Kalako, can he put it into the box? This players flooding in. Tamang! Oh, it's 4! It's 4. It's surely all over. As Royal Wellington have absolutely silenced the crowd. And it's Tamang. Basically, he's almost falling apart. 41% condition left. And this surely is it. Royal Wellington are seconds away from being AFC Cup champions. An absolutely phenomenal achievement. Kalako to Singh. Nandozi loses out. Jamar. Kuwait need a goal now. They cannot wait. It's only a minute. We're into stoppage time now. Kalako, Tamang. Wangdo doing well to keep the ball. Singh and Nandozi. Nandozi to Singh. Singh again with the ball. Kalako. Back to Singh. Singh back to Tamang. And they're just running the time out now. It looks like the Indians are going to take this. And Singh crosses in. And oh, it's almost a calamitous error there from the goalkeeper. It's all over. It won't matter. Royal Wellington are the AFC Cup winners. And Kuwait have been absolutely stunned on their home ground. A phenomenal performance from the boys. And history in the making. Royal Wellington, first final ever of the AFC. In the last 2 seasons they've won so many different things, and already a double for Wellington. A great win, really is fantastic. And so we're AFC Cup champions. A great performance. I'm really really happy with that. And 181,000 there. And what did we pay out? 70. Okay. And so fantastic stuff. Let's just have a look at the Hall of Fame, just to check that's gone in. Right, nice. And yeah, as you can see, 1 AFC Cup now. 1, so that's our first continental trophy. And let's just check Salazar, because I want to see whether he's potentially improved. Continental ranking, still 85, so that's fair enough. So yeah, Royal Wellington win the AFC Cup against the odds. I think this will be the wrap up, so to speak. I'll probably join you again, towards the end of the season, either Mumbai or East Bengal. I didn't show you the league actually. So we're leading the league by actually now 2 points clear with a game in hand over everyone else pretty much. So looking very positive. I still think we might fall away at some point. We haven't got the best players, so to speak, in the league. I mean, if we look at the season preview, we were expected to come 5th, and that's probably partly to do with the performance from last season. But certainly, there's a lot of teams that should be doing better than us. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, and yeah, apologies for that cut that that I kind of had to make. Yeah, it was some really strange problem. Actually, something I didn't cover. Actually, Nicholas Tomas is coming in. He's a Spaniard that I got to come to us. Looks pretty decent, to be honest. They needed us another central midfielder. But yeah, so thanks for tuning in, and I'll join you in the next episode, which will be episode 10. And yeah, thanks very much, and see you next time.